Hi everyone. This is the first of a series of videos I'm going to do on introducing you to insider bars and all the options available to you. I'm going to do a few of the kind of introductory videos, and then we'll jump into how to actually use insider bars in your trading. And if you're not familiar with it, insider bars is an add-on product for TradeStation on the trading app store. If you're a TradeStation customer, you can download a free trial at tinyurl.com/insiderbars. And Insider Bars is an order flow analysis program, and you can set up the display a lot of different ways. Here's kind of a very verbose display showing. This is showing you the net uptick minus downtick volume at every price point. So and that's the insider bars analysis on the left of the screen here. There's also included in the insider bars package a volume profile analysis on the, as you see right here, and the far right is a time and sales analysis trading app that's also included in the package. But tonight we're going to talk about the insider bars indicator itself, which is the bar analysis you see on the screen here. And what we're going to do today is look at just the paint bars. Um, there's a lot of different options, and I wanted to kind of go through and explain why these options exist and why I thought to include them, and just give you a little more information than I was able to do in the TradeStation webinar, which was limited in time. So let's just start here. I'm going to start with the top left here, and this corresponds to we're going to be working with the top section of the input screen here. And you probably figured this out by now, but to access the input screen, you just right click on the insider bars display and click on inputs, and you get to the input screen. So the first option you have available is none, and basically this is here. So if you want to use your own paint bar that you designed with insider bars, or if you want to just use basic candles or basic bar charts underneath it, you can do that. And what it does if you have none is that the analysis you have available is bar value areas, bar VWAP, bar point of control, etc. Bar value areas is it basically is the I have it set here for 33%. So basically the blue bars you see here are where 33% of the volume occurred within that bar, and basically this gives you like a look at where the majority of the volume is occurring. Typically, you think of value areas as being 70%, but what I found for the bar value areas is I like doing something smaller, like 25 or 33 or 50%. I mean, you can experiment with this. You can see the percentage here up in the input screen, and you can experiment and see kind of what feels right to you. Um, the other things you see shown here on top of the native TradeStation candles is bar volume weighted average price, which is the little white squares you see, and the bar point of control, which is the little yellow dots you see. And these, I guess this should be obvious from what the they're called, but the point of control is the price point with the most volume for that particular bar, and the bar VWAP is the bar volume weighted average price, which is the average, basically the average volume weighted price average for that bar. So in addition to being able to do the volume weighted average price, etc., for the session, you can also do it for each individual bar. And I think most of these are 5-minute bars I've shown here just for convenience sake, but you can use any number of minutes you wish, or you can use second bars also. I've been surprised at how many people are using second bars with insider bars, and it's really neat to watch watch things unfold, and that's lower level. Um, you'll notice here that some of the bars don't have the statistics shown on them. And I set this purposefully a little higher than I usually would just to demonstrate this, but uh, if you're using 24-hour data, a lot of times you'll have bars that are 1 tick or 2 ticks or 3 ticks in the middle of the night, and all these statistics are really just kind of silly, and they just are clutter up your chart without really giving you any information. And so what I did is I added a little filter here. So I set it higher, as I said here, for the range less than 5 ticks. Don't show the all the statistics. So you see there's some bars here that don't do that. So okay, so that's about all we need to talk about here. Next, we're going to move over to the black spider chart here, which is, it looks very similar. It's actually this one is not actually there's no paint bar involved in the bars, but this one there actually is. And if you want to the reason you might want to do this is for layering purposes. So you want something, if you want your bars on top of some other things on top of your chart, basically the candle chart, the candle layering you see here is allows you to do that. And you can set the colors. It basically works the same as your the same coloring as traditional candles, and you just set the wick color and the bar for close greater than the open, and the bar or candle close less than the open. And there's not a lot special there. The next one we're going to look at here is outline candles, and this is a little bit different. Uh, TradeStation added outline candles in 9.5, but they still are really not very compatible with customization. So what I decided to do was go back to my old school TradeStation outline candles indicator that I had written, like, I don't know, 8, 10 years ago now. And it allows you to do very nice outline candles. It doesn't allow you the candle size to expand and contract when you increase or decrease the bars like TradeStation candles do. I'm hoping that at some point in the near future we can get them to get their candles on board to doing outlines like this. Um, so if you click the outline paint bar button here, this is what you'll get instead of the plain Jane candles here. And there's one little trick you have to pay attention to here. You need to set your chart, even though you're making a candle chart, you need to set your chart to dot on close to use the customized outline candles here. And instead of TradeStation automatically setting the width of your candle bodies based on your bar spacing, you can set it custom here. So like this is width 4, and I'll show you what width 5 looks like. And as you can see, this is not perfect for every width. At width 4, it's pretty much perfect, but at width 5, the weight is a little too heavy on the sides. But the reason I did this is I wanted to give you something. I mean, everything is integrated very tightly together here. In the TradeStation candles, there's not a way to create plots that expand and contract with the candle bars, so you can see it's the bar value areas here they're always the same size, and so it's kind of a sloppy presentation. And with the outline candles where I can control all the widths, everything is tightly integrated together. Also here you can see this in 9.5, TradeStation added transparency or translucency, alpha levels, if you will, for plots. And when I started working with 9.5, I saw that this was going to be a neat thing to do to use for some of these bar overlays, like the bar value area here. And so what I did, I mean, everybody's not using 9.5 yet, so I wanted to add some of this so everyone can use it, even the 9.1 users. So basically, I kind of created this synthetic translucency, transparency effect for the bar value areas here. So basically, like right here, you see that the you have this is actually a white bar value area here at 50% translucency, transparency. So it's kind of, a lighter shade of red here and a lighter shade of gray where the bar candle is not showing. So it's this is how everything's going to be going once everyone goes to 9.5. But this was one little thing we could include that would work well for everyone. And for what it's worth, this is my personal paint bar that I'm using right now. So now let's move on to some of the non-candles. Um, the bottom left here, this is an open high-low close candle or our paint bar, and it's got the value area added on it. And of course, you can control the width of, if you want the value area narrower, have it set here to 4. I also have the value area outline. So basically, you can see that what I have here is a black bar with a black outline and the orange value area shown. So if you like open, high, low, close charts, then this allows you to still see the value area, and if you want the other statistics, you can add those too. Actually, I have what is this? I have the point of control uh, added here as well. So anyway, these are very similar. This one and the next one, the one on the light gray background here is Dow futures chart, and this is what I call HLC plus high-low close plus. It's basically a high-low close chart, but the closes are connected. And I have always had a problem with being able to see easily the tiny little close markers that TradeStation uses. So this was like a natural little thing to make it work a lot better, and it works very well with when we start adding the detailed insider bars data. You'll find that it works very well there also. Um, so basically, what I've got here is I've got a blue. Let's look at the colors. I've got a blue paint bar with a black outline and an orange value area uh, um, shown, and then you can see the bar VWAP is the little white square, and the little yellow circle you see is is the bar point of control. And so you can see here the paint bar weight is 1, and as you remember from TradeStation, the plot weights go from between 0 and 6. So 1 is 2 pixels in width, um, and the value area weight is 4. So that's how you can see the value area is a little bit wider. And you can set all these, and if you don't want the outlining, you can turn off the outlining. One little trick I need to tell you about that's not, I don't think, spelled out anywhere in the documentation. To control the weight of the bar point of control and the bar VWAP, you need to use the marker weight. And this is a kind of a curveball I threw. Uh, there's a marker weight here down in the drawing objects, and here I have it set to 7. But the size of these are actually little text drawing objects, and you can set their size by what you use here. So you don't have to use the markers. Just go in here and set the size. Let's say move it to 11, and then go back to none where we had it for our demonstration purposes here, and you'll see they're bigger now. So that's how you set the size of the point of control and the VWAP displays for the bar. Um, Last one we're going to talk about is what I call C plus in the menu input screen. And basically, this kind of evolved as I was working on insider bars. It dawned on me that okay, first of all, there's a lot of you really want to minimize the amount of clutter on your screen on your chart. There are a lot of stuff that everyone thinks you always need. Maybe you don't need. And we'll go back to the previous chart I showed you of ES futures to see what this is like. But basically, it's the same thing as the high-low close with a connected close here, only it's only the closes. And what I discovered was you really don't need the high and low when you're getting the high and low provided by your other display. And let's go back to the ES chart. See here the rectangles and the text are providing the high and low. So you really don't need, it's just redundant and not necessary to have the bar actually doing this, giving you the same information. It's just adds to the clutter and makes it harder to see. So that's the point of the in this case the orange connected close chart. So it allows you to see the close of the bar very easily. And notice that with it doesn't it falls between the price points as we have displayed here. So those are the basic. Those are the paint bar styles. And what I'm going to do with these videos is I'm going to make them all very short and just so there's not a lot. Don't have to spend 30 minutes or an hour watching a video to learn something. This is going to be about paint bars. The next one's going to be about the added display from the actual detailed insider bars display and all the different options you have available there. Yeah, they range from very designed to only showing you the highlights depending on what you want to do. I designed all this stuff so that it will work with your existing TradeStation tools as much as possible. I mean, I'm not my other side is geometry. So I had for me to make this work for me, I had to make it work something that would work well with my geometry, and so you'll see a little bit more of that in the future as well. But that's it for today. So thanks a lot, and stay tuned for more videos coming up soon.